welcome to another video, my friends. How are you guys doing? Today we're going to be talking about mica powder. What is mica powder? As you look at all of the mica powders that I have here, mica powder is a natural occurring mineral. It's used in a lot of products like lipstick, makeup, all that kind of stuff to give it kind of a shimmery effect. It's found in like granite and all that kind of stuff. They use it in other things too, like resin, soap, candles, all kinds of stuff. It's a very, very loose powder. Yeah, you got to be careful with it because it's like eyeshadow, like a loose eyeshadow. So this mica powder that I'm using comes to us from Small Tongue Mica Powder. Okay, I'm gonna put you on my stand now because I'm going to show you how to use it for your diamond paintings. And you're going, Raimi, that painting looks horrible. I know. I know. That's why we're using it. You can find this mica powder off of Amazon. Okay, this is the 72 color set that I showed you. The 72 color set is $27.99. They have a 36 color set that is $19.99, and they have 108 color. Wow, that's a lot, for $39.99. Okay. So the things you're obviously going to need for this are some mica powder. Okay. Let me explain this painting. So this is a custom that I had done of Coco. There's a huge white section here, as you can see. And you can see all of it was so gappy. This is not me, this was the company. Just look at these huge gaps, massive, massive gaps. And I've had this framed on my wall, and it's been driving me absolutely nuts. Now, I am not the first person to be showing mica powder on a diamond painting channel, by no means. There are tons of people that have done mica powder presentations and shown how to use it, how it works. One person in particular that I know that has shown mica powder was Jade from Jaded Gem Shop. I'm going to tag her in this video because I think she was one of the first people to introduce this to our community. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. So I want to show you how to fix this. There's no amount of me taking a diamond painting pen and moving these around or a straightener. As you can see, I've tried to use a straightener. You can see actual lines where I have tried to use it, and I can't fix it. Okay, so obviously I have 72 colors. Beautiful colors too. I mean, we've got orange, we've got, there's just, you're gonna find the color that you want, okay? And then we also have some iridescent, like this is an iridescent purple, okay, which is interesting. So for example, over here, say in this area, that's kind of a little pink, but you know, up here, if I'm getting close to the edge, I might want to use this. There's an iridescent red, okay, same thing, even though it doesn't look red. So lots of colors. We have black. Now, when you're dealing with gapping, as a lot of you guys know, the darker sections aren't going to show it. So I can't see this, even up close, I can't see the gapping. It's the light sections that I'm worried about. Now, this painting has an exceptional amount of white. It might be kind of hard to see, but right in through this area here, it's a little bit yellow, okay? And I noticed that I have an iridescent gold, okay? So we might try this and see how that goes. But for right now, hold on, I've got to let Coco outside. For right now, what we're gonna do is we're going to fix this gapping, because it is driving me nuts, you guys. I can see this from 5 feet away. Okay, so what are you gonna need? You're hardly gonna need anything. Obviously, you're gonna use your mica powder. And for this, I am using what's called a silvery white, okay? You're gonna need a toothbrush, and what you wanna use is a soft bristled toothbrush. Make sure it's a soft bristled toothbrush, okay? The mica powder is going to work whether you have rounds or squares, obviously, because it's getting into where the glue is and it is sticking to the glue. It's getting rid of these black lines. Now with the round drills, it would be getting rid of the training wheels, okay? Or the circles that are around the round drills if you're not placing them exactly correct. And I know I don't place my drills exactly correct, okay? I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. That's why we're to this point. You're also going to want to have a baby wipe near, and I'll show you why. So you'll need the mica powder, you'll need a soft bristled toothbrush, you will need something to put the mica powder in. Now, this isn't my preferred method. I do have something else. I'm almost considering grabbing it because I'm having a little hard time getting the mica powder out of this, but you can certainly do this. Just simply use the lid of the mica powder container. So we're gonna be doing that for now. So I wanna get into this, okay? So I'm gonna zoom you in. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So we're gonna start, where are we with my finger? We're gonna start over in this area here. So I want you to notice, okay, the gaps. They're clearly visible, okay? I'm going to put, oh, these come, by the way, with these little spoons. So I recommend that you use them and carefully set your bottle down. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take your toothbrush. It's not damp, it's not wet, it's not anything, okay? And you're really going to want to get the powder on there. Okay, just like that. Just like that. I know it looks like there's not anything on here, okay? And you're gonna pick a section, and we've picked this section here. And with squares, what you wanna do is you wanna go up, and you wanna go to the side, okay? So I don't know if you're already seeing or noticing a difference. I'm noticing a difference, I'm sure you have. So there we go. Okay, you're filling in the gaps. I'm gonna keep going. We're filling in the gaps that are in between the drills, okay? So back and forth, up and down, back and forth. When you do drills that are round, you're going to want to do a circular motion, okay? But for this, just go back and forth, up and down. I'm not pressing very hard. I'm gently doing this. Look at the difference between this and this. Okay, huge, huge difference. Now, if you have popping drills that are, you know, coming off, I'm gonna keep going. Just get your pen out, pop it back down. The mica powder is not going to get underneath any popping drills or anything like that because it's just, you know, you're putting it on topically, if you will. Okay, I'm just dabbing as I need it. I'm going along. You can see this is a very quick process. It's not taking me long at all to do this. I will be sure to link the mica powder that I'm using. I got this from a dear friend of mine. She got this for me for Christmas. Thank you. Okay, so you're like, okay, perfect, got it, done, click off the video. But wait, I just accidentally got some on a dark section of my painting. Right there, do you see it? It's actually a big old chunker. Let's get it off of there. Oh no, I got some on the dark part. What am I gonna do? Okay, you get some on a dark part. Get a baby wipe and wipe it off. Just wipe it off. Gone. It's fine. Okay, so you can do this on any, let's go over to this section. I'm gonna move you. Right here, you can see how this is just turning out beautifully, in my opinion, beautifully. I'm really happy with this because this has been driving me nuts. So I have not been able to stand that. Look at the difference. Look at that difference. Okay, and just add as much or as little as you need for your section. These bottles come in 10-gram bottles. So you get 10 grams of mica powder in each bottle. And it goes a long way. You really don't need that much. And it's kind of hard to mess up because, like I said, if you get a light color on a dark color, you're just gonna simply use that baby wipe, oh, you're out of frame, to wipe it off, okay? So you're just gonna go along doing this. Now, is it gonna fix crooked drills? No, obviously not. What we're after here is we're after this compared to this now, okay? And I'm gonna work a little bit longer on this section, just a little bit. I wanna make sure that I'm really getting this in to these cracks, okay? So you can see this compared to this. Now watch this section disappear. Watch it disappear. Here we go. It's very, very simple. I think that, you know, sometimes I'm doing paintings like this one, for example, when I was doing it, I almost said, forget it. But this was my second attempt at a custom for Coco. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna stick with it. And at the time, I didn't know about mica powder. Now, some of you probably use it all the time. This is for people who are new and, you know, don't know about it. And even if you use mica powder, maybe you didn't know about this brand. But I was not going to give up on this painting. I was determined, and I just kind of succumbed to the fact that I was going to have to look at it on my wall with these, you know, black lines on it forever. And I was so sad. I had worked so hard on it. You know, you work really hard on a painting and you want it to look nice. And so if you come across a painting that for whatever reason, you know, has a lot of gaps, this is an option. If you're in love with that painting, you might just want to give up on the painting, but I'm saying this is an option for if you're having a lot of gapping. So, yeah. So let's come back out. Okay, so we started up here. The entire thing looked like this. If you remember, you can go back. in the video and then come back here. So we've done this area here to here. You can literally see where it stops. Okay. Could I do a little bit more in some areas? Sure. It's do whatever, you know, however you want to fix your painting, okay? Because it's all going to be a little different. Now, okay, look at this section. This is a really good section. Look at that. Ugh, you guys, it looks awful. Can you imagine my disappointment when I was done? Well, while I was doing it, you know. Let's fix it. Let's put a Band-Aid on this, shall we? That's kind of what this is. Look at that. It just disappears. It just absolutely disappears. I feel like this is a really good investment, this mica powder. If you're going to be doing diamond paintings, you know, if you're an avid diamond painter and you're pretty serious about it, and you know, there's going to come times when you just unfortunately come across a painting that is gappy for, you know, whatever reason, but that's gappy, and you don't want to look at that, you know? I know I don't. Okay, so look at that. Look at that. Okay, and if you want to, you can simply take your baby wipe, wipe everything down. Okay, there you go. There you go. So I can tell you that when you're wiping it off, it's not taking it off from in between because it's sticking to the glue. It's only taking it off from the tops of these drills. And they are just as shiny as the drills next to them. It's this light, but I'm telling you, these are just as shiny. If I got the light just right, you'd be able to see it. You know how my kitchen lights are. But these are just as shiny. I promise you they are. So that is, let me zoom back out. Let's take, oh, my hands are wet from the baby wipe. Zoom back out. Okay. So I don't know if you remember, I'm going to bring it up. I don't know if you remember what this looked like, this area here, but it looked very similar to, I need to finish and do this section here. There's a little area in through here that I need to do. And also it looks like, let me not bump my bottle. It looks to me like I also need to do her ear. Now, her ear isn't all white. So I will be going through and maybe, for example, like I was showing you, this is an iridescent green. Can you see, let's see. Can you see with this light, I don't know if you can see, this is white. And this has the slightest tint of green in it, okay? Just the slightest tint of green. So I might use that. I wouldn't. Coco, it's fine. Oh, it's our PUD meter guy who's here. Coco. She says hi, everybody. I definitely wouldn't use something like this. So, Coco, it's every video. Or this. I mean, it's way too dark for some. I mean, now there's a lot of greens in here. So see, look at this. Like if I was having a problem with the gapping here, I could definitely use this color. You would just have to match it up. And there's, you guys, there's so many colors. Coco, it's all gone bye. It's fine, come here. It's all gone bye. You know, if you had like a really, like I'm thinking like a Chuck Pinson. A lot of you guys like Chuck Pinson, right? He's got a lot of reds, blues, greens, oranges, because it's landscape, purples. So there's all of those colors are in here. In fact, let me look on here. Does it, Coco? Oh my gosh. Does it say, does it name the colors? It probably doesn't. Oh, actually it does. If my internet would go. Okay. So we've got white, iridescent purple, silvery white, iridescent blue, iridescent green, light rod yellow, iridescent red, flake white, iridescent gold, steel blue, dark sea green, yellow green. I could go on and on. You guys can just go on the Amazon website. I'm not going to do all these because there's 72 of them. My point is, they're not going to match up with the DMC. You're going to have to use your own judgment. I would use a really good light. This light isn't good. I don't have my ring light on. If I had my ring light on, there's no way for me to plug it in the kitchen here. I just want to show you that area that we did. Actually, I'm going to keep going while I'm talking. If I had, because see, you can see the shadow of my ring light. If I had my ring light on, I would be able to see a lot better than what look at that. Look at that. I'm going to do it one more time. But there's tons of colors. So you're not going to be able to, you know, go off of the DMC color, you know, but I might as well just use what's left in here, huh? You're just going to have to go out. I would just, you know, if you wanted to, maybe even go outside on a sunny day. I know that's hard this time of year, but that would probably be the best way to match the color if you're that concerned about it. Because I know with something like a Chuck Pinson or something that, you know, like Autumn Path that I did, oh my gosh, it would be, you know, it'd be kind of tricky to match those colors. But again, most of the time you're going to be using this on a light area. Just trying to use up the rest of this here with you guys. Most of the time it's going to be on a light area. That's where we typically can visually see, even from a distance, the dark coming through, especially with rounds. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Okay, I think I pretty much used all of it, which is good. So I will do the rest of this on my own. I'm going to wipe this down, my baby wipe. Make sure you have a baby wipe. Could you use a damp paper towel? Most likely. It's not going to hurt your painting. You're not hurting it. So there you go. Now I want to show you, look at here, look this one right here. Look at that big gap, but see how it's white now? Yeah. So for anyone out there, maybe you have paintings that are in your portfolio that you've given up on. You don't want to look at them. You originally wanted to get it so that you could frame it, but the gapping was so bad that you just threw your hands up and threw it in the portfolio and said, forget it. It's just a waste. I can't deal with it. This is an option. I'm sure that you could probably find just plain white mica powder. I have no doubt that you could probably go onto Amazon and buy, hey, I just want white, or I just want this color, or I just want that color. This was a gift from a friend, like I said, for Christmas. And personally, I love the fact that there's 72 colors. So it's up to you guys on what you want to do with that. Super easy, super easy. And like I said, I've seen a couple people do this, but Jade in particular, I have seen you do this. And specifically in your video, you said, please tag me if you do this method. So I will be tagging you, okay? I don't want to take credit for this. This is not my idea. Yeah, so Anyway, I hope that this video helped you in some way. I like to learn about diamond painting. I like to do different things. I like to, move forward. I love new ideas. I love solutions to things. This is a wonderful solution. It's perfect. It works absolutely perfect. It's like magic. So with that, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something. I hope that you can take something away from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Loves.